Sales Champions, hi, Jim Bochiechio here. I am here live in Nashville with Tony Saginario, and we are having an opportunity to spend some time together and utilizing our time to put together what I think is a tremendously creative approach to training the people around us, training the sales folks in our organization, and it's called the YB Edge. And it's a podcasting process that Tony has created to bring this information to you, Yellow Book Media Consultants. And by all means, I think everybody should take advantage of this opportunity. I certainly am, and I'm looking forward to spending a few minutes with you. And today we're going to talk about maximizing your power. And I'm going to take the word P-O-W-E-R, power, and we're going to create an acronym. And from that acronym, I know we have 5 terms that I think you're going to want to hear, and 5 terms that I know will help you increase that selling power on a daily basis. So if you come along with me, and if you happen to be sitting down, you want to take out a paper and pencil and maybe jot some notes down, we can do this. If you're in the car, I highly advise that you don't take out a paper and pencil while you're driving. It could be dangerous to both of our healths. But first of all, let's talk a little bit about the P. Now, in your mind, I want you to guess what the P would stand for. You're probably thinking, wow, it could be personal, or personality, or planning and prepping. You know, there's a lot of great P words that people come up with, but the one word that I feel applies deeply to the personal power that goes on in our day every day is proactive. Being proactive with your career, being proactive with your accounts, being proactive with training yourself, and being proactive with your approach and your attitude towards selling the products that Yellow Book offers. You know, what does proactive mean to you? Well, I can tell you what, most of the people respond back to me when I do this live in one of our training sessions. They talk about proactive meaning taking control of your career, being in control of your life, being in control of your day-to-day basis, being in control of what takes place every day as you're out in the field, seeing our customers, giving small businesses an opportunity to thrive and do business not only with Yellow Book, but bring those leads into their small business and creating revenues that weren't created before, that small company didn't exist before. And this is a great opportunity. This is what we do every day. We're lead generators, and we have a selection of products now that are incomparable when it comes to helping small businesses grow. So think about being proactive. Being proactive with your career means maybe approaching your manager or approaching your training group and finding out things like this, finding out what you can do to improve your skills. Role play with the people in your office. When you see the people in that office that are putting up the great numbers every day, the President's Club winners every year, get a hold of them and sit them down and find out what makes them tick. Be proactive about what you need to do, not only to improve your skill sets, but improve all the things that every President's Club winner does on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and on a career basis. P for being proactive. All right, now let's move along to the O. The O in P-O-W-E-R, which is power. Now think about what the O might stand for. I know, again, opportunity. A lot of people will raise their hand and say, well, you know, I can see the O being opportunity and the things that people will do. Well, this O stands for optimism, unshakable optimism. And right now, more than ever, with the economy fluctuating the way it is, with the different products and the different attitudes that small businesses have based on advertising budgets, we need unshakable optimism every day. And one of the things I wanted to bring up was there is a book out by Dr. Martin Seligman called The Learned Optimist. And a couple things that Dr. Seligman talks about, who, by the way, is the foremost authority on optimism. The difference between somebody who's pessimistic and optimistic is a very fine line. And if you think about it, what do pessimists think about and focus on every day? They focus on failure. They focus on what doesn't exist. They focus on maybe what they can't do. And the difference between a pessimist and an optimist is optimists focus on what they can create. to get past the obstacles. They focus on what they can do to overcome these challenges in life. They focus on how they can create opportunities outside of what exists, outside of the box, for not only themselves, but for the customers. And one of the things I have to tell you, that the best sales media consultants in our organization focus on being optimistic every single day. Unshakable optimist. That means when you're in a slump and maybe you're hitting a lot of doors and nobody's really booking appointments with you today, that's when you dig deep and you find the optimistic side of yourself, and you use that positive self-talk to reinforce the things that you know you can do when you're hot. You know that you can do these things when you're successful. You know what you're capable of creating when you get the opportunities. All you need is the opportunity.